Like right now? Right now? Wait, am I live?
Oh,
Oh shit! Welcome the fuck back, I guess. What? All right, hey, shout out the stream. We are back, I guess.
whoa.
We fixed the internet. We fixed the stream. We are chilling. A lot is going on if you can't tell. All right, so whole rundown of what happened. Here's what's gonna happen. Emerald, it's a draft night. It's the last chance to get picked up. If you don't get picked up, hang out. It's a 10-week season. You can still get picked up. Draft order: Washington, New York, Nashville, Vegas, Seattle, Maui. Any other piece of information that's important, Piper?
Not that I'm aware of personally.
Oh, I'm Sukan, that's Piper. Don't tell me to
Hey,
wake up, brother.
hey.
All right, I have been awake. We're trying to just catch back into the swing of things.
We're giving a TLDR live. There you
Yeah,
go.
we're giving a certified panda TLDR.
Yes, certified panda moment.
Light says I'm on drugs. Not yet, buddy. All right.
What's the essence or notes?
All right. With all this crazy stuff out of the way, we do have some picks. It's Moto for the Washington Rebellion up first. I personally have been talking to Moto. Great guy. Known him for a little bit now. I know a little bit of his plan, so I think ahead of time I do know his first pick. We are going to see it live here in a couple of seconds. So Moto with the Washington Rebellion for the first round of Emerald is going to make his selection, and we are going to see it here on the screen in a couple of seconds.
Drum roll, please.
We are going to see Dill, the Garrett, the absolute Garrett.
Stinky Dill.
My
Not the
God.
Season 7 Emerald MVP.
Totally deserved.
Very much
The
deserved.
Dill pickup, Moto really wanted not only, a stronger support, but also just somebody who can keep the team in check with the vibes. We're going to keep up the atmosphere. And I think Dill, not only like knowing him, but playing with him a couple seasons ago, does a great job of that. So I'm excited for Dill to swing out over into the land of Washington.
Me too. And I manifested. I said my number one pick, and here we are. Emerald Draft number 1 pick. I manifested that for you, Dill. You're welcome.
So that's a lesson to everybody out there. If you want something bad in life, have your girl boss friend manifest it for you, and surely it'll work.
I bribed Moto.
No, not the Moto bribe. Tragic.
Yeah.
And yet somehow I can't get Moto to freaking bribe me. Anyway, we are going to start looking at New York. Pyre is up on the clock. I believe his pick is in now. Dill was taken by Moto, so I'm sure Pyre is upset. Except I think he's actually about to steal somebody probably a little better, in my opinion.
I actually concur with this statement.
We're going to get the May GOAT, Light, the 2-time champion. One time on the May, one time on the Widow primarily was that season in Season 5. But Light, an excellent pickup. He has done so much in terms of DPS over these several seasons. He has been here since day 1 as well. I mean, dude is just a monster on the DPS.
I mean, put him on the May. Put him on the May.
Put him on the May.
He just won with Vancouver last season, and so this is a really good pickup for round 1, in my opinion, for Emerald. I think he's going to do great things for this New York team, and I think Pyre's got good plans for him, for sure.
If we know Pyre always got a plan for something. Now, whether he can stick to that plan because somebody snipes him is going to be up to the other drafting GMs. However, we are going to look at Nashville's picks next. Nashville is up on the clock. Saucepan, I think, has a pretty good idea of who he's picking as well.
Oh yeah, 1,000%. Cool. Her freaking Light says, "Calm down, my fans." I can't help it, dude. I can't help it.
The glaze is too good. Oh God. I wonder. we might have to have somebody look at the prediction. There was a prediction the first time chat or stream went up, but there's also prediction at some point going on to see when Bowser is getting drafted. So one of our mods in the Twitch, you're gonna have to look out for that. But I think we might be looking at a saucepan pick here coming up in a second. The Nashville pick is in, and we're gonna see a hot and nasty Storm picking the Doomfist.
Storm, part of the Nashville freaking, what is it called? The Legends.
Winton. Oh.
Wintons, the Nashville Wintons. Yes, indeed. We just casted together yesterday, and he said that he was super excited to watch me play, but I'm also super excited to watch him play. A well-known name in United Rogue, has been here since season 4. Predominantly a tank player, and I think he'll do great things for Nashville, hopefully. Become a legend, perhaps.
I hope this is the season he really gets his legend status. I picked him up on Miami 2 seasons ago, and he was, really good. Stood up. We made it to finals. I think he is honestly an underrated pick, but I think he can absolutely do great things with a good team around his back. But that will be Nashville's first pick. I think we're going to have to go on to the next pick, which I believe is Trash Can over at Las Vegas Tyrants. And I think we're getting word that the pick is in, chat.
Ooh. And it's
I don't know this person.
New person. It's a new person. We said, ooh,
why is it another junk person? Why are there so many junk players, bro?
It's OG Bun's cosplay.
Oh, true. I didn't go to many Emerald Combines. I think I went to the Emerald Seattle tryouts where I just played ball for one map for some shits and giggles. But I am excited to see some new players. Junkrat has, we mentioned Buns, an insane DPS player. In Emerald, Junkrat goes dummy hard. So I think this could be a very good pickup.
Yeah.
United Rats.
United Rats Overwatch. Yes, indeed. I don't recall this name in Combines at all, but I'm sure they'll do great things. And we've got our next pick in here.
Seattle Swarm coming in hot and nasty with their pick.
Seattle gets
a Gemini.
Gemini was my support duo on last season Nashville. She played a lot of the Zenyatta and Mercy. I know we talked previously before going into the season, and she told me that she's been cooking on the tank, so she's trying to be a tank main this season.
I want you to know, I saw the tank pop up on the screen. I was like, I could have sworn she played Zen so much. I got so confused.
Yeah, and Peep the Kiriko. She's turned into a Kiriko main as well now. So, I mean, she's just a really well-versed player, and she's great to communicate with. She's good on the comms, and has a lot of game knowledge, to be quite honest. So I think this is a really, really solid pickup for round 1. I'm not biased.
No biases here. We try to stay bias free. That being said, go Pit. But
Go Pit.
I believe we now have the Maui Ancient picks from Dan. And like we said earlier, Dan, first time hanging out, he's hold out his own tryout. So I'm very interested to see who he's scouted and who he's seen as a rising star amongst these Emerald players. Let's see where Dan goes. Caribou. Caribou? There's a Y, girly.
Well, isn't it like
Is that how you spell the actual
caribou?
Is that how you spell that?
No, I don't.
For those who don't know, I don't know how to spell. Piper's always the one that yells at me for bad spelling. But Caribou, DPS support, looking at a Tracer. Honestly, a Juno Kiri Zen is a very good, support to have in her back. Especially in Emerald, if you can have that big impact kind of flex, just raw damage output. We've seen it before, a little higher ranks maybe up in Ruby, but Liam up in Ruby for the Zen, monster. Stitch on the Kiri, monster. Stan on the Juno. meh. I had to get my one. But no, I think that support setup is a very good option. Then the Soj Tracer could be dangerous. I think I'm liking Dan's first pickup so far.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you, and so are the people in chat. Actually, such a big pickup, Storm says, and Skadoosh. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. That's just how it seems. Like Skadoosh, like Kung Fu Panda.
Oh.
My
Stan
goat.
says it's a play on words. It's like carry, like they're the carry of the team.
Yeah, a carry is like K, or it's like CARIBOU.
You're
That's
looking
the
at the stream chat. I'm ignoring you because you cheated. We
No,
have
I didn't
second
even see.
pick.
I didn't even
Round
see.
two is
Storm.
starting.
No.
We're going into pick number 7. Piper's cheating. Bro.
Bruh.
Wait,
Yes,
wait,
this
that's
is perfect.
So good. Wait,
Thank you, bro. Thank you, Dan.
bruh. Dan with the bruh pickup.
Oh man. I actually did watch Bruh in the Emerald Combines. I think they, from what I can tell, are a pretty nice individual. They were messaging me in game chat, just asking what they can improve on and things like that. Although I'm not a DPS player and I'm not the one to ask. Hardly the one to ask in general. But
how's that
I-
silver 5 DPS girl?
Yes, very that. No, but I think they're willing to learn, and I think that is huge for an Emerald team, for sure.
Honestly, that's huge because if you look at the longevity, there are so many players that have, throughout these several seasons, have grinded and learned and VODed and have just started ranking up higher and higher. I think that could be a big pickup. But it is now going to be Seattle on the clock. They already have a solid pickup for the first round. I'm curious to see where they go next. It could be... they have a solid tank or support wherever they want to flex Gemini on. They're going to get Nikki.
Oh, okay. Nikki was on New York last season. New York made it to finals last season, notably. And, I mean, she really helped that team get there. She played a lot of the Moira. That's primarily what I saw her on. And I think this is a great pickup for the tanks that Gemini plays as well.
Honestly, looking at the Brig Moirikiri, you can have some great synergies. Even if Gemini goes back to, the support, that support line starts to look a little scary for teams.
Yeah, 1000%. I agree with you. And and Las Vegas is in round 2.
Vegas has picked up their looks like a tank because I'm seeing Orisa. Tainted Opal.
Let's see.
I don't think I
Diva
saw them
of
in
Zarya.
combines.
I did not either. But, I mean, it looks like they're pretty flexible on all of their roles. On a Mercy Moira. I mean, pretty solid support hero line there.
I think one of the things that you mentioned as well is the flexibility. I mean, looking at the ranks are very similar. Looking at the hero pool, you can really fit Opal into wherever you need, it seems, and have a strong kind of comp around that. I think that is a very good pickup by Trashcan.
Yeah, and I know Trashcan previously was talking about how big of a deal it is, especially in Emerald and, I mean, really in every league, to have that flexibility in all of the roles, and be able to kind of put people wherever you please in terms of what your comp needs against a certain team.
Really just find out what comp works the best for them. But it's going to go back to Nashville. Nashville has a great tank already. I'm curious to see where Sauce is going next in terms of this pickup. You have your strong tank, starting to look maybe for a support, maybe a DPS. I think we'll find out here in a second as the Nashville Wintin, the pick is in. Why did I forgot Bowser picked Doom? Oh god.
God, 0 damage Sombra.
Yeah, shout out Pit. Season 3.
Throwing.
Yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. Notably, now to be fair, Bowser is technically a 2-time champ. He was the GM on Pitt for season 2 when they won, and he was technically the GM player as well for that Zero Damage Sombra. But this is a pick that I think it merits one of those conversations we had earlier where Bowser has been one, like I've known him for a long time now. He picked up the game around season 3 after not playing it for years and continually has gotten better. Last season specifically, him and Zeke on the flanks for Pitt was doing God's work. They had a really good team around them as well. But I think Bowser is low-key a sleeper pick because he's also just that glue guy you need. Everybody needs a glue player.
I am right there with you. I think Bowsy has put some work in, and he's really gotten better over the past couple of seasons that I've been in UR. And he's just a good freaking time. And sometimes when your team is down in the dumps, you need that person to kind of bring you out of that, because that can make or break a series.
And now Bowser gets to play with Storm, who they played a little bit previously last season before the trade from LVT over to Pitt. But it is now going to go over to Pyre's pick in New York. I'm very curious to see where Bonaparte goes next, as we are going to see Bowser. We had Bowser, then Cowser. But I'm looking at the tank. JQ, Orisa, Sigma. Some strong tank picks, especially if you're an Emerald. If you have a very solid JQ, you can run through teams. So some of these teams are going to have to be a little scared, assuming that Cowsers can step up to this level.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I saw that. I lied. I think I did see them in Emerald Combines. And they were running the SIG. I think they were doing pretty well. No missed fluxes or anything like that. Got to give them their flowers. Overall, pretty good pick for round 2.
The Cowser and Light duo for New York. We're going to have to see how that turns out. But right now, it's Moto on the clock. War is back up. Already got Dill, last season MVP, the absolute GOAT. I wonder where Washington goes next. Curious. The Ilios.
Biscuit!
I think Biscuit is the 4-time one of the players in UR to have the deepest record. I mean, joins in season 1, 1, 3, 4, and 6 champion, 2, 4, 6, and 7 roll star. Dude is just lights out. One of the games in the Emerald tryouts, he swapped over to tank, and honestly, it wasn't bad. So maybe we get to see some Biscuit tank.
Yeah, I mean, I know I was talking to him a bit, and he's kind of considering going the tank route. So either way you look at it, it's a pretty good pickup, and I have to give him a shout out for Houston Season 6, because he was on that roster with myself and a few other members of UR, and, obviously we won that season, and a big part of that is owed to him. So, the 4 championships are owed, for sure.
100%. Well, that is round 2. It's going over to round 3. And because it's Snake Draft, Washington has another pick, and I believe the pick is in. Who's going to be joining Dill and Biscuit on this Rebellion squad? We are going to see Roya Kefta.
A rookie season, a rookie here in United
Rookie,
Row.
but flat across the board. And honestly, I'm liking, outside the Life Weaver, I'm liking the hero picks.
Oh no,
To be
all
honest.
all the Life Weaver people are dying out there. No, he was playing Sigma in the Emerald Combines that I was running. And I think his comms were actually pretty decent, and just another really big thing in terms of obviously this team-filled game and in a lower league, because sometimes people don't know necessarily how to comm well, and so I feel like having someone at least talk and be there for their team could be huge.
It's going to be a very good pickup, but it's back to New York. They are looking to grab their 3rd member. So let's see, as the pick is in, who did Pyre select for this round 3? We're going to go over to, there's a lot of letters on that. End Meppel. And 69, funny number.
And me, please. 69.
Oh my god. That's awesome. Already and the ball on screen. This is might be my favorite pickup. I'm gonna be so for real.
Oh my god. This is Soupcan's alt account that he signed up for in
I'm
Emerald.
playing ball only.
He was actually trying out.
I'm excited to see. We saw how ball can really turn a team into what seems like a kind of scattered fights all across the map into cohesive fighting. I want to shout out Trick from Havana last season, doing really well on ball up in Ruby against some of these heavy hitters that we've seen for seasons. So a good ball pickup. But now we're going to go back to Saucepan in Nashville. Has Bowser, has Storm, going to see what this round pick 3 is going to be.
Oh,
There
he
it is.
runs.
The GOAT! The GOAT! Oh, shout out Buns. Had the MVP of Season 6, had the Roll Star of Season 6, did incredibly well last season on LVT as well. And one of the things that I love about Buns is, first off, his communications. You mentioned earlier, Piper, having good communications, not only for in-game, fight planning, what to do mid-fight, but also just a good vibe. Like that glue we mentioned earlier. Buns, I think, fits that across the board, and he has that flexibility to swing over where need be. Very, very excited to see Buns on this Nashville roster.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think Storm, Bowser, and Buns are looking to have a good time this season. And we do have our next pick in here.
Where is Vegas going to go with that pick, I wonder?
Chelsea.
Ooh.
Anna, Juno, Kiriko. I mean, solid support lineup there. Recently
Was
won.
on the Vancouver team, yup.
Yep. Last season. No, a really good player overall, and just another strong asset to this LVT roster that's full of freaking flexible players.
So far, going with Opal and I only remember their Discord name, Spielberg Fanatic. But so far, LVT looking pretty strong. It is going to be Seattle's turn as they are looking to grab their third member. And I believe, Piper, that the pick is in.
Ooh, drum roll please in the chat.
Bubba-da, 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 bubba-da. Anjay. Picking up a Soldier Torb. I love that DPS lineup. Also able to flex over to the support if needed with a Juno, Moira, and a Zen. I think I saw them in one of the tryouts. I think it was actually the Seattle one. So Recoil might have seen some greatness in that player. I think Recoil also might know them. So maybe a little home cooking going on.
Recoil does know this player very well, as a matter of fact. So they've probably played together before, one would presume, and so probably a solid pickup on her end. I can't say much about them, but we've got our next pick coming in hot.
And cooking on Maui. Who is he gonna grab for this third round? We are going to see Hataru hanging out on the Diva. Ooh. I like. I don't think I saw this player in any combines or tryouts, but I love just Diva, Maga, Ball, and then Kiri as the characters to play. What an interesting hero pool there. But excited to see how they are integrated with the other players. So far, I believe Dan picking up a lot of rookies here, and we've seen that work and not work in seasons past. Most notably, Season 6 Houston, primarily rookies, ended up winning the whole thing. So Dan could be cooking up a demon squad, especially because he now has the next pick.
Very true, very true. We'll see what he picks here. Another rookie, perhaps?
Mayhaps he's going with, a Zen player. Love to see it.
Ana, Iari, and Zenyatta.
Alec Byrne looking to fill in probably this support role, it would seem. And honestly, again, having the Ana Zen goes hard, but the flexibility on this player looks pretty good. Excited to see how they do in their rookie season.
Me too. I know I've seen them be pretty active in chat, and so could be a good look from Dan there. And we've got our next freaking pick in here from Seattle.
Seattle going to look to grab their fourth member. Who could it be?
What's up,
bro? The dude! Oh,
that's
look at him go.
Nevro. This guy is just super fun times. He's very vibes. He's been working on the Cassidy a lot. When I initially started playing Overwatch in general as a game, he and Zeke were the ones who introduced me to it. So we played a lot together. And, I've got nothing but love for Nevro.
I think Nevro was a really good addition to Pit last season as well, able to kind of flex around, but most notably on the support. He was a player that played Lifeweaver that I didn't actually hate. I think, it was questionable at times when everybody was watching going, why is Nevro on the Lifeweaver? Ended up doing a lot and getting some massive value. So very excited to see him on this Seattle roster.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, I am right there with you with the Lifeweaver pick. And we'll see how he does this season. And we've got, let's see.
Vegas's
LVT,
pick
I
is
believe.
up.
Yeah, LVT.
We're going to see who Vegas picks up, as it's Bayleaf, who I believe is also a Mane.
Yes,
Mane's been around for a little bit. And they were great. I want to say played on Montreal during a couple seasons ago, and on the DPS role, specifically the Soj. Honestly, I could not tell you which season it was, but one of the shining stars of that roster. Genuinely a great pickup. I think this is going to be a nasty player, whether you put them on the DPS or the tank.
I can't say much about Amane, but I know that Andrew and a lot of the prod squad are excited that they are back in UR and are joining Season 8. So I'm excited to see what they can do.
I'm excited as well, but now I got to be super excited because Saucepan is back up on the clock. Nashville looking to grab their fourth player. I believe the pick is in. Let's see where the Nashville Winton goes.
Mort!
Ooh, Mort. Oh, Mort, I cannot fucking move it. Oh, no. Mort was Maui last season, I believe. Yeah. And I saw them on the Lucio. Pretty good Lucio player, but I remember them swapping over to the DPS occasionally, getting onto the Bastion. So this feels pretty good. I'm going to be honest. Great flexibility across the board. But I think Rico put it in chat, not a whole lot of Lucio players going around in Emerald, so having a confident Lucio player like Mort is, this could be deadly for this Nashville roster.
1,000%, and especially with the number of Anas we have here in the league. I mean, and Emerald in general, it could be pretty huge for them. But we've got the next pick coming in from
New York.
New York. Oh my gosh, I flipped it around. Oh my god, I'm throwing.
He's trash. You trash.
Whoopsies.
Let's see where Pyre goes. He's getting Kamane. All right. Shout out Kamane, swapping over to the DPS and the support. Very flexible in both roles. Her hit scan is crazy good, but her support is amazing. Not only won with the Ottawa roster in Season 4, but also then got the Roll Star and made it to finals in Season 6 with that Miami roster. So very excited to see her in this squad. And she gets to play with Nikki.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know that they were talking a lot about each other and just being good friends last season, even though they were on opposite teams. So to have good chemistry on a team established could be huge in terms of winning and just overall vibes for New York.
Well, we're going to talk more about some vibes as it is Moto's turn. Moto's cooking up a great squad so far. Let's see where he goes for his fourth round pick as the pick is in. We're getting a Sura.
A
The
known
classic Mercy
Mercy
pick.
player. Yep. Joined season 1, a veteran here in United Rogue.
Sura played for a couple seasons, then took a break, came back last season, and is going to continue to play as she is now hooked up with this Washington roster.
Yeah, I mean, I just distinctly remember her joining season 6 on that Montreal squad and doing very well. I know a lot of people in Emerald at the time were talking about her Mercy gameplay and just the reses going crazy, and so, I mean, a good pickup from Moto.
I'm excited to see how Moto can... I'm having a stroke. How Moto can follow that up as he has the round 5 #1 pick. And I think it's coming in here in a second. We're going to see Moto's round 5 Sunline.
A rookie.
I know this player. Yep.
It's that
DPS
classic.
support.
Yeah, classic Anajuno Kiriko.
But the Freya, I think this is the... correct me if I'm wrong. This might be the first Freya player we've seen picked up in Emerald. I don't quite think I saw it on some of the other players' cards. But Freya, even in the highest of highs, is an insane character. So if you can get a very strong DPS on that character, you need to watch out.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to see a Freya coming. I hate a Freya. So, I mean, if this person can get values in terms of playing that character, props to ya.
Through that, but it is back over to Pyre, round 5, New York, gonna pick up their 5th member. Let's go and see who it is. As New York Insomnia will be picking up Caliho. Why is there another Doom on my screen?
Oh my gosh! And note how the Doom isn't even listed as a tank hero. Oh my god.
Caliho, I think I've only ever seen support as well. I don't think I've ever seen them play tank.
Oh man, you guys are just having a silly, goofy little moment, aren't ya? You all collaborated.
The Caliho pickup is very good. A very strong support. I believe they were on Maui last season. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, a very good pickup. Excited to see how they mesh with this New York roster. And now it's time to go over to Nashville. Saucepan has a pick. I believe the pick is in. We're going to have to see who is joining Bowser, Buns, Storm, as well as Mort. Who's going to be this round 5 pickup? It will be Pizza.
Pizza was also on the Vancouver roster last season, played a lot of the Kiriko, and did a great job, honestly. I mean, obviously all of Vancouver did a great job, considering that they won Emerald last season. So,
Mayhaps.
props to you, and Nashville is looking to be pretty good at this juncture.
I'm really liking the structure that Nashville has, but another team that I'm liking so far is going to be Vegas. It is their turn on the clock. Trash Can is up. I'm curious to see where she goes as the pick is in. Let's go and see who Trash Can picks up.
Ooh, another support.
Jupiter.
Anna, Brig, and Juno. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Honestly, this could pair pretty well with Chelsea's hero pool. It's looking to be that this person and Chelsea will be the supports for LVT this season, considering that other people can pretty much play everything. So, kind of excited to see what they can do together.
Especially when paired with Amane, who we've seen in the past is a very good DPS. Vegas is looking quite strong, but it is now time to swing over to Seattle, I believe.
Yes,
It is time.
indeed. Indubitably.
Now, there's been one player for Seattle that I don't think has been picked up yet, and it is Recoil
Oh my God.
herself.
Yes.
An awesome pickup. She played Maui last season, right, Piper?
Indeed, indeed. She was playing a lot of the Brig in Maui. I know I saw some Juno play as well. But honestly, like in the trials prior to, she was playing a lot of those tank heroes. So this is a person that can flex to every role, and we've already talked about the value of that. And Recoil has built a great team surrounding her thus far.
Not only that, but we mentioned earlier the Anjay pickup where you said that they know each other pretty well. So having that just synergy itself, when you play with certain people for a long time, you know them pretty well, you can really ramp up. You know, that's a big reason why Ruby Pit this season is looking so scary. Vanguard picked up basically a full roster of people that he's played with for a long time now. So having that synergy could be massive. I'm very excited to see how Seattle does, but Piper, I think it's time for a Maui pick.
Ooh, Maui. Ending round 5 here. We're going to see what happens.
Maui is going to pick up Dragon Master, who locked in and is cranking the hog. Worse curse than Icy being a throw. Oh my god, cool. Ripped into Dragon Master. That's insane. But yeah, Dragon has been a part of a lot of great rosters. Was on the Miami squad during their season 6 run into the finals. Was on the New York squad that was last season's runner-up. Could be a great pickup for this Maui roster.
Yeah, I mean, having an established player that's been in UR, leading kind of these newer players could be something that Maui relies on and Maui could do very well with.
Well, Maui's going to have to round out their team. It is the 6th and final round. Let's see where Dan goes for this last pick. I believe the pick is in. Let's take a look. Blind Sniper. Plat across the board. This is a rookie season for them. Looking at the DPS, Ashfara Soldier. Ooh, has a little bit of flexibility between the hit scan and projectile, which is very good.
Yeah, I mean, plat across all roles, is able to play just about everything. I think having someone that's super flexible in the start of round 6 or just round 6 in general is really great because you can have everyone kind of fill their roles in the beginning and then fill this person in wherever you kind of need them. And so this is a great pickup in terms of Maui.
Not only that, but sometimes your round 6 pickup could end up being a starter if they are just, vibing with the team well. It all just depends on how well that synergy happens. So they could get a starting spot, especially with that all plat, roll across. But it's back over to Seattle. They have their last pick. I believe it is in. Let's see where Recoil decides to go with this pick. I think the scorecard is coming up in a second. Efforts. Ooh.
Hey.
I don't think I've seen this player.
I have not seen this player either. Have they? They joined season 4.
They've been around for a little bit. Notably, signed up for tank DPS, is not ranked on tank. So that by rules mean they can only play DPS realistically. So that I think could be something to look out for. However, looking at the characters, I saw Lucio. So if they change their thing to support, having a Lucio player in the squad is not a bad time. Very excited to see how they do on that Seattle roster.
Yeah, I mean, me too. And it looks like Las Vegas is in with their final pick.
Let's see where Trash Can goes for this last round pick. I don't even think Oh, it's this map. Jackal. Somebody who's been very active recently in the server. I don't think I saw them in any tryouts or combines. Piper, did you get to see any fun gameplay of them?
I did. I have seen them play both Reaper and Tracer. I think I like the Reaper gameplay a little bit better than I like the Tracer gameplay. But overall, just a pretty decent DPS and one that was, again, able to communicate well to his team. So great pick to round out this LVT roster.
Excited to see how they come in, but now it is time to swing over to our next pick. It is Nashville's final pick. Let's see what Sauce decided to do as he grabs his last player. Scorecard coming at you with Jinxed Fool.
Ooh.
Another rookie coming in.
Ash, Cass, and Genji. A little BAP in there. We don't see a lot of BAP for supports here in UR.
That is true. It is a pick that can do a lot. Shout out to Recorn Reborn. Pit Season 2 when he played a lot of the BAP for us. Did really well. And then 2 months later found out that you can click the button and rotate the BAP alt window. So hopefully Jinx Fool knows if they're playing BAP that you can actually do that.
Well, fingers crossed for you, Jinx Fool. And if you didn't know before, you know now.
Yeah, you do.
You are welcome.
We always love sharing wise words of wisdom here, but it is going to be New York's final pick here. I believe they're getting ready to send us that card. Interested to see what Pyre is cooking up for the last pick. Let's see where we're going to go. We're going to see Mozzabella.
Yes.
Mozarbella. Hold on. There's an R there. I didn't see it.
Yes, yes. A support player, Juno, Kiriko, Mercy. Ooh, it's equally ranked in tank though.
And then switch to the D.Va Czar Orisa. Not a bad hero pool, joining the New York squad that already has some good synergy. Pyre is a great GM. Obviously, you know, he took that Emerald team to finals last season. Let's see how they can do this season, as that is their last pickup. But the last and final pickup is going to go over to War in Moto. Now, keep in mind, if you are not picked up, it is okay. It is a long season. You still have a chance to get picked up. You know, people might leave for whatever reason, so don't lose hope yet. But it is Washington's pick, the last pick of this Emerald draft. Let's go see this store card and see where this is going.
On an on sleep, not on a no sleep.
And on sleep. All right, Zilly Ace, they have been active. I've seen them a couple times in the combines and the tryouts. That's the word. And a player who I think, you know, new player, but as that potential we mentioned earlier of wanting to get better, wanting to talk a lot of people, wanting to make sure that they are improving. So very excited for them to get in.
Yeah, and I mean, I think being on a team with someone like Biscuit, who is pretty well versed in terms of the game and just United Rogue in general, will be something that's really huge for them. I know, I mean, this is just me speaking from experience, that being on that Houston Season 6 roster with people that just knew the game really well just really helped me learn and really helped me be able to kind of lock in and actually get knowledge of the game in general. So could be very big for Zilly this season.
Very excited for all of these players, but that is going to be it for the draft. Don't worry, there will be some announcements to follow soon about, you know, a sheet so you can see everybody who is drafted and all the teams. The schedule will be coming. As a quick reminder, June 2nd, so 2 weeks, the season will start. And like I said, if you did not get drafted, it is okay. Stick around. There's a lot of things to come. 10-mans are always here. We have some events coming up. But also, I said this earlier, rosters change during the season. We see it every season. People come, people go. So stick around. You still have a chance to get brought in. But so far, these Emerald rosters looking pretty scary. Piper, any that stand out to you?
My goodness. Let us see here in terms of these Emerald rosters.
Piper's not a knower.
I think
our behind the scenes
I do
helper.
like Nashville.
Our behind the scenes helper has mentioned Nashville, which was one of the two that I was going to go to. I think Nashville has a good combination of established players, but also just a well-rounded squad. War is also one that has established players that really do have that potential to punch up. Very excited to see how these teams do. But that should be it for us. Piper, any final words for the people in chat?
I've got nothing. Congratulations on being drafted and have a great season.
We're super excited to have everybody. That is going to be it for us. Like I said, please keep a lookout for announcements. Please stick around for 10 minutes. And also, if you are interested in doing, some yapping like myself and Piper did tonight, or some streaming, or maybe some editing, go check out the production form that is up in the links. Sign up, join up to be a caster. It's a great time. You meet some awesome people and you get to have some fun. That's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you again for watching, everybody, and we will see you on June 2nd when this season starts.
Woo! Have a good night.